If I lost everything on LinkedIn tomorrow, my 11,250 followers, my network, my content, everything gone, and I had to build it all back up from scratch in 2025, this is exactly what I would do. Now, this is not going to be some BS about spending 6 to 12 months building your personal brand or waiting for your content to go viral. No, I'm going to show you the exact system I use now and that I would use to ramp up LinkedIn fast and start closing deals in just 30 days. The prompts, templates, tools, everything. In the past 12 months alone, I've helped 1,512 business owners implement this exact system. One client, John, who runs a finance company, went from 0 and now he's booking 38 sales calls every 2 weeks. And another one, he runs a hot girl cleaning company, generated 18,000 in new business within 3 weeks of start. But before I break down the exact steps, you need to understand something crucial about LinkedIn in 2025. While everybody else is fighting for attention on Instagram and TikTok, RIP TikTok, LinkedIn has quietly become the largest business community on earth. 58 million companies and 950 million users are on there with their business information just sitting there for you to go start closing deals. But here's what makes LinkedIn different from all the other platforms. When somebody logs into Instagram or TikTok, they're not looking to learn or do business. They're looking to shit scroll and get entertained. But when they log into LinkedIn, they're in a completely different business mindset. They're thinking about business growth, career advancement, and most importantly, they're ready to invest in solutions to their business problems. Now, this is a massive opportunity, but really only if you approach it the right way. See, most people make the mistake of treating LinkedIn like every other social platform. They focus on posting content, trying to go viral, and building your personal brand. But I'm going to show you a different approach, one that focuses on generating actual business results from day one. And this system works whether you're a consultant, an agency owner, a B2B service provider, or you run a model cleaning company. The only requirement is you need to be able to deliver value to your clients. But isn't that the requirement to do business in general? But let me first show you why you need to stop your traditional LinkedIn strategy, because it's actually hurting your chances of success. For 99% of you, your profile probably says something like founder, CEO, consultant, or maybe you've listed all of your services. But here's the problem. Nobody gives a crap what you do. They only care what you can do for them. So think about it this way. Imagine you wake up on Monday morning and there's a problem in your business. You're stressed and you need a solution fast. And you start the search on LinkedIn. Are you looking for someone's job title, or are you looking for someone who can solve your specific problem? Now, this is where the Monday morning problem framework comes in. Remember this. Instead of writing what you do, you need to position yourself around the exact problem that your ideal client faces when they start their work week. So let's bring that to life, shall we? I'm going to show you the difference. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Here's a typical LinkedIn headline: digital marketing consultant, helping businesses grow online. And here's one using the Monday morning framework. I help e-commerce stores stop losing customers to abandoned carts. My clients recover 50K plus monthly. Have you spotted the difference? See, the second one speaks directly to a specific problem that keeps e-commerce owners up at night, and it includes proof of results. And I'm going to share something else. This works even if you have very little LinkedIn presence. The more specific that you get, the less social proof you need to back it up. But your headline is just the beginning. If you want to start really generating leads in the first 30 days, like we're going to do because we're starting from scratch, there's 2 other critical elements on your profile that need to be optimized. Number 1, your banner image. And number 2, your about section. So first, I want to start with your banner. See, most people just throw up a stock photo or leave the default blue background. But here's what I found generates the most profile conversions in 2025. So you want to create what I call a value statement banner. Here's how to do this. Take a problem plus the solution plus proof plus next steps. You can write that down. Here's what that looks like. For example, tired of losing sales to abandoned carts? Learn how my clients recover 50K plus monthly. Get the free recovery playbook, link in bio, and maybe add an arrow. Now, this might seem simple, and you may have even seen this before, but here's why it works so well. When somebody lands on your profile, they immediately understand the problem that you solve, 2, that you've solved it before, and exactly how to start working with you. Now, I have tested this format now across over 1,000 client profiles, and it has increased profile conversion rates by an average of 43%, just by adding that banner image in there, because you'll be shocked how much organic traffic your LinkedIn just gets by having a presence and some basic information. That banner image is what converts them. But here's what's really interesting about LinkedIn in 2025. Your profile optimization is actually the smallest part of what drives results. See, the real magic happens in knowing how to correctly connect with your ideal prospects. Now, before I show you exactly how this works, you need to understand why traditional networking advice on LinkedIn is actually hurting your chances of success in 2025. Now, most people think LinkedIn growth is all about posting viral content, but here is what nobody tells you. Even if you do create amazing content, LinkedIn's algorithm in 2025 works completely different from platforms like Instagram and TikTok. And this is why I'm getting hundreds of thousands of impressions and hundreds of comments on my LinkedIn posts. All of these are hot business leads. See, on platforms like TikTok and Instagram, the algorithm pushes content based on interest. If your video performs well, it's shown to more people, regardless of your network size. But on LinkedIn, it's what we call a social graph platform. So here's what that means. Your content primarily gets shown to your direct connections and their networks. So if you're starting from zero and just posting content, nobody's going to see it. Now, this is where my connection strategy comes in. Now, here's the exact framework that I'd use if I was starting from scratch. And I still use this today, and that's how my LinkedIn's been able to grow so rapidly. Now, step one, I call the 200 rule. Every week, you connect with exactly 200 potential clients. Why 200? LinkedIn has connection limits, unfortunately, and this is the sweet spot that keeps you under the radar while also maximizing growth. So if 50% of people accept your requests, that's 100 new connections per week, 100 times 52, that's 5,200 potential clients in your network in year one. And by the way, so far this is completely free, but we'll get into the paid stuff in a second. Now here's the key. This can't be random connections. You need to reach out to a very specific group of people to get that 50% acceptance rate. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this, because if you just start automating all this, you're not gonna get 50%. So I'm gonna show you how to get 50 and more. First, pull out a piece of paper. You have your paper? Good. Draw a horizontal line. Now this represents your career timeline. Mark every company you've worked for, school you have attended, city you've lived in, industry that you've worked in. These become your trust bridges. And a trust bridge is a point of connection that makes people way more likely to accept your request. Now open your Sales Navigator. Yes, it's $99 a month. Believe it or not, it's about $30 per month if you're in my Insiders program, but that's for another day. Now let me show you the exact search filters that I use in LinkedIn Sales Navigator. The first one is industry. This is your target industry. What niche are they in? 2 is company size. Who is your ideal company size? Now, if you're going after founders of Fortune 500 companies, don't expect the 50% acceptance rate. That should be obvious. Third is locations. You want to start with your past locations. If you have location proximity in common with somebody, percentages go up. And this last step, so crucial, posted content in the last 30 days. We want to connect with active users who are creating content. Nobody's talking about this. This is gold, guys. Write this down. They're way more likely to engage with you now and not be a ghost profile that just doesn't even log in and definitely don't check their connection requests. Used to be me. But here's where people mess up. They immediately try to sell in that connection request or in that first message that you send them once they accept. Instead, we're gonna use what I call the non-needy network approach. Now here's the exact template I use to get a 62% acceptance rate on that connection request. Here's how it goes. You can write this down or pause the screen. Hi, name. I noticed you're also in shared connection point. This can be an industry or location. Really resonated with your recent post about specific detail. Would love to connect and learn more about your work in their focus area. Now you might be asking yourself, do I have to do this manually, all this research? Well, if you're broke, yes. If you're a little bit more advanced and have some resources, you can use a tool like clay.com to automate a lot of this, especially research work. But the key to this is authenticity and specificity. No pitching, no asking for anything, just genuine interest in connection. But connecting is just the first step, and you need to in order to send them an actual message. The real game changer is something that I call the value first follow-up system. This is how you turn connections into actual clients without being salesy. And nobody is doing this. Everyone's just trying to sell, because it's easier to track and takes less work. So if you do this tiny little extra thing, you're gonna stand out and you're gonna make tons of money, I guarantee it. Now let me show you the exact 3-step follow-up sequence that's generated me over 150,000 in client revenue in just the past 4 weeks. And yes, those are real numbers, it's crazy. Phase 1, the non-needy message. Within 24 hours of connecting, you send a simple message like this. Great to connect, Jay. Looking forward to learning about specific aspect of the business that they've posted about. That's it. No pitch, no link, no ask. We're creating what I call a high status frame, showing we're not desperate for their business. We're not selling them. We're their equal. We're giving them a compliment. We're cheering them on. And then we go into phase 2, which is the engagement bridge. For the next 5 to 7 days, you engage with their content. And here's the key. Don't just say great post. Instead, add actual value through what I call micro consulting in the comments. Let me show you an example. Imagine they posted something like, just hit a wall with our email marketing, open rates dropped from 25% to 12% in the last month. Is anybody else seeing this? Now here's what most people comment. Great insights, keep pushing, because they're using some bullshit LinkedIn automation tool that I've probably talked about in the past. We're not doing that anymore. Instead, here's how you do the micro consulting. I noticed the same drop last month. We fixed it by moving away from using free or discount in subject lines. The spam filters have gotten stricter. We send now between 10 and 11 a.m. Tuesday through Thursday instead of Monday mornings. Adding personalized preview text. And then our open rates jump back to 28% within 2 weeks. Happy to share more specific examples if helpful. Now, do you see the difference there? You're not only engaging, you're demonstrating your knowledge. Demonstrate by showing that you faced the same challenge, then provide specific examples, actionable solutions, and then add more concrete numbers to the results. And then finally, offer more help without being pushy. Once phase 2 is complete, we start the monthly offer campaign. Now, this is where everything comes together. Instead of randomly pitching people, we're going to create what I call a compelling event, a specific window of opportunity that drives action. And here's how that works. Week 1 to 3 of every month, here's what you're going to do. Share valuable content, engage with your network, and then you're gonna build relationships through the DMs. And then in the 4th week of that month, you're gonna run a specific campaign with a clear deadline. Offer something special to a small group and create the urgency without being pushy. You've seen a lot of really successful people do this. This is what they're doing. This is the recipe. Do this, it works. So let me show you the exact message sequence that I use and my clients use. So message number 1 is the announcement. Here's how it goes. Feel free to take a screenshot or pause the video. Hey name, quick heads up. I'm looking to work with 5 industry owners this month who want the specific result. Now, based on your recent post about the topic, I thought you might be interested. Would you like to learn more? Message 2, the case study. Just wanted to share one of the industry owners I worked with last month achieved the specific result in just the time frame. I'm looking to replicate this with a few more businesses this month. I still have 3 spots left if you're interested. Message number 3, the deadline. Hey name, just letting you know today's the last day for the specific offer. Let me know if you'd like to learn more before it closes. Now, the key here, we're not just randomly pitching. We're creating a specific window of opportunity each month that gives people a reason to take action now rather than later. Now, using this exact system, we've helped clients generate over 125 qualified meetings in the first month, over 400,000 in new business within 5 weeks, and at least a 40% connection request acceptance rate. Now, you might be listening to this and saying, that requires a lot of work. I'm gonna have to do so much research and messaging on LinkedIn. And yeah, if you're just getting started and you don't have a lot of technical skills and you don't have a lot of money, that's what you have to deal with. You have your time. So do the research and do the work. But what's really interesting about LinkedIn in 2025 is the ability to integrate AI with specific tools and make a baby to turn all of this on autopilot, which is what I now have. It is a combination of tools like Clay, Trigify, and OpenAI to do all of this work for me, automating the entire thing from connection request to personalized research to these messaging sequences, and even taking it omni-channel and sending them emails. The problem with this is it's a little bit more advanced, it's a little bit pricey. So that's why I reserve content like that for my Insiders program, which is where you'll learn how to automate the entire thing using AI. So if you're interested in going from total beginner to having leads fully automated in a world that is more automation and AI focused, you're gonna love what you find in my Insiders program. So if you're interested in joining, that link is down below. And there you have it. This is the exact system that I would use if I was starting from zero on LinkedIn in 2025. But what I've shared today is just really one piece of that business development puzzle. The other piece that you absolutely need to watch is how I made $15 million with cold email. It's gonna be linked down below. Cold email combined with LinkedIn is gonna make you a ton of money. If you can learn these two things, you will never make under 10K per month ever again. So click on that thumbnail, and if you found value in this, please give me a like. Please give me a like, and please subscribe to this channel. Unless you hate money, then don't subscribe. See you later.